All right, everybody. Hey, how you doing? This is Crew coming at you today with a new video from a new game. This game happens to be Scrap Mechanic, and yeah, it's interesting. Me and a friend were playing it over the weekend, and I had a lot of fun. So I thought, hey, you know what? It'd be a good thing to try out for the channel and show everybody a little bit about Scrap Mechanica and the survival portion of this game. Up until recently, this game a survival game, but recently they've just released an update in the game with the survival mode. So I thought it'd be cool to put on our channel because the channel's kind of about playing survival games. Not that I'm like overly picky about anything I really play, as long as it's fun. But yeah, I was having a lot of fun playing it, so I thought, let's see how the people on the channel like it. So basically what we got to do right off the bat here is put out the ship. We look like we were in some sort of spaceship and we crash landed. We're gonna take a bucket, and I happen to know that there's another bucket over here because I did play the game for about 14 to 16 hours already, so I have somewhat of an idea of what I kind of need to do in the beginning of the game. And one thing we want to get going here right away is some food. Food is very important. Don't really need that component at the moment, so we're gonna get some carrots in here. We're gonna get some tomatoes right here. That's all the seeds I have. Yeah, okay. So the rest of them should, well, we'll do 2 more tomatoes, and I only got 1 more carrot, so that's what we're gonna do, is just there. In the beginning of the game, I think it's wise that we only produce, say, 8 of these, I believe. If you plant more than that, your garden will get attacked by it'll get attacked by I don't even know what you'd call the bad guys in this game right now. They're like robots, some sort of mob. Yes, that's what we'll say. A mob will come and attack your crops, which makes survival very difficult because you do not have any food to eat per se. So we're just gonna craft your we're gonna water these plants just so they start growing while we do the other things, because though we have full health right now, that will probably run out. So yeah, prioritizing food in the beginning is a little bit important, and we're just going to move on. And one thing I'm going to do right now, I found some soil earlier. Oops, it's not what I wanted to do. I want to, nope. Okay, so maybe this is in a good location to do this. I was trying to put down the bag of soil, but our ship is on fire, and we need to put it out. And on the other hand, it's not going to burn any more or less. We only need to put out certain sections of the ship for some strange reason. Yeah, so we're going to go in here and take care of that. Hopefully. Oh, it didn't even do anything there. That must be an outside fire. Okay, well, let's go get more. That last one was, wasted. And we'll do a little bit of exploring here and, check out the early stages of the game. And just kind of have a good time and show you guys how I would play the game. It doesn't mean that I do everything the same way everybody else does. I try to think of myself as an individual for the most part, so that's, yeah. I'm sure there's things in this game too that I'm just not gonna get. It took me a couple hours to be like, oh, this is a good game. Like, I thought it was fun at first, and then I played it for a while with a friend, and he logged off, and I kind of was like, well, this game seems to be capping out. Maybe I was just jaded a little bit from playing Stranded Deep, but after playing a little bit more, I realized this game actually has endless potential. It doesn't really tell you what to do because there's so much you can do. You can build, you know, cars, and watched a video about someone who built a monorail and airplanes, and you need to build trucks to transport the vegetables because you need to produce vegetables essentially to feed yourself. But then at a certain point we're going to have an excessive amount of vegetables, and so now that the fire's out mostly, I don't think there's really too much else we'll have to do. I think there's one spot more that we can do. We're gonna go looking for a battery because we need a battery to manufacture some of the essential basic things we need in the beginning. But that's gonna be all dependent on the materials that we find also. Oh yeah, I didn't need to put this one out. I need to put out these ones because it's loud. This will become important later too. We're gonna have to do some mining, and that's how you find these things. It took me a minute to figure out what they were. I was looking around on the ground to see if I could find them, but of course I couldn't. So the next thing we're going to do is kind of travel down the road here, collect up some of these boxes full of loot, because loot is our passion, and try to check out some more of this early area. And we'll go over here to this one. Okay, so a couple tires. I got a bearing there, and the idea is the sky's the limit, really. Because, you know, here I was thinking I wanted to build a car, and I was like, what do I do if I can't find enough stuff? Yeah, I can build a trike, right? So, however you can stretch your imagination in this game is really going to be what holds you back onto the types of things you can produce. Those milkshake things are good because they're a good source of energy in the early game. It took me a minute to figure out not to plant more crops than I can handle because of getting attacked. Hey, we can always use another bucket. It'll help out watering. Yeah, it took me a minute to figure that out, and I was spending a lot of my time oh, here we have a robot. I was spending a lot of my time defending my crops, and I couldn't really get much done because, of course, these guys here are trying to steal my food. Then I figured out you could actually just plant a few and not as much will happen. So I think this building kind of looks mangled up like this because our starship or spacecraft crash landed through the building and caused all this damage. So yeah, we'll take more carrot seed. We're gonna move some of this stuff up here that we just don't really use. Some more soil, and I'm feeling like that'll become an integral part in the game later. So refining these arms is important. From what I can tell, it's an easy way to acquire metal without doing any mining. That's a little bit later down the road, and even after spending an entire long weekend playing this game, I was just kind of getting to that point. So yeah, that's why I'm playing it with you guys, so I can get more of the game done and see more of it. And I could have just played it by myself, but that would have been, you know, kind of selfish of me, right? So okay, finding all sorts of good loot right in this building. Right on. I think right now would be a great time to make myself a shameless plug. please, if you're enjoying what you're watching, hit the like button down below and subscribe so you can see future videos. Here on Northside Game Crew, we do survival games, and yeah, we're kind of a newer channel, so we're just getting going, and any support that we get, we greatly appreciate. So if you like what we were throwing down here, please give us a subscribe, and yeah, you can see future things that we have going on. Primary game I play is a game called Scum. I'm in the midst of coming close to finishing a playthrough with a game called Stranded Deep, which, you know, it's got its quirks. It's a good game. But we learned a lot playing it, and if you'd like to know more about that, I suggest you go check out that playlist. Recently I've been having a lot of problems with recording videos. For some reason, the program that I was using was having issues. To be honest, where I started with it was some mic problems. My microphone sounded like crap. It wasn't good enough for what I want to do for you guys, and so I spent a week trying to fix microphone problems, and at the same time I kind of after using 3 or 4 different microphones, I came to the realization that it wasn't the microphone, it was the program I was using, which I'm not going to throw under the bus at the moment because I just, you know, try not to be like that in life. So basically that program was messing up my microphone, and it was, you know, sounding all crackly and not good. This is kind of a cool spot, like in the sense where there should be things and there's not. Yeah, so my microphone is crackly, and then it came down to switching recording programs, and that I did, and we switched from the recording program I was using, which is a big company's recording program. I have no idea why I couldn't get my mic to stop crackling, and I switched to another larger company who does a lot of streaming and also has a recording program, and they're, for whatever reason, was having massive frame drops and just not putting out a quality video. And I apologize, because I'm trying my best to learn things that I don't know, and that's all the experience of life, so it's just part of the deal. And yeah, I'm trying to make better videos, so I'm using a different recording program, and this recording program today came with my graphics card, so I'm hoping that NVIDIA's recording program is good. So I wonder if we should, yeah, we got a little bit of daylight left. We're gonna go over here and check this one out, and after we take care of the bad guys here, we are going to go back and take a look at our crops and make sure that we have food for the next adventure of the day. So these guys are, you know, they're slightly challenging, but I have a pretty good method of taking them out. I try to turn away from their little fork things, and every time they swing, they have to stop, so they can't actually hit you. And when there's one, you can just walk straight back because they're not fast enough to keep up with you. Because, like I said, every time they swing, they gotta stop. So when there's groups, I try to turn in a backwards right circle, counterclockwise, I think it would be. And yeah, it seems to work because it keeps you out of the swing radius of their little fork thing. I'm sure those villains have a name, and the more I play this game, the more I will learn about it, and I will probably know what that is in the next episode. There's some sort of scrap bot, essentially. I'm thinking that's probably the easiest way to describe the situation. A little bit of ink and some more dirt. These boxes are really helpful. They're full of like the good stuff that you need. So I can hear another bad guy. but I can't see him. So what we're gonna do is come in here, and we're gonna get this loot. I'm thinking he's around the corner. Hello, sir. Eat sledgehammer. And yeah, every once in a while I'm gonna get, you know, whacked. It's not a... Okay. It's not a foolproof plan, right? But you will take damage in this game. Another good reason to keep up your energy. Speaking of, we're gonna chow down on a tomato right here. And tomatoes seem to have a lot of water. The beets seem to have a, you know, they're pretty balanced, and carrots seem to be mostly food. So eating that is okay. Man, there's a lot of arms laying around this place. I'm probably gonna get jumped from behind. And yeah, I still know I got that battery in my inventory. We gotta take that back to the ship and plug it into the ship so we can use the crafting station there. You just can't really craft very much if you don't have any materials, so kinda try not to waste everybody's time. Oh. Hello, you. See? Every time he has to swing, he needs to stop. And I'm thinking these are just the beginning, you know, bad guy characters, so there's probably got to be more to it in this game. If Super Mario taught me anything, Goombas are just the place it starts. And yeah, you know what? I could go up there, but it's getting dark out, and I think we're gonna go back to our base, check out our food situation. Make sure that we got a crop going on that's gonna feed us. We're gonna be living off of raw vegetables for the next little bit here, so having an ample supply of them would be the most beneficial thing for us. Yeah, we're just gonna run back this way and check out the vegetable patch. You know what? I think I can cut through this way probably, so let's do that. Okay, we're looking good. There's a little bit of fertilizer here which we could have taken, but outside of that, I didn't mean to do that. I'm wondering if I could turn that thing into some sort of cool motorcycle. Call it the cart cycle or something. And you know what, if I put wheels on the back, I probably could do something like that. I just need enough room for a seat and a place to put the motor. Yeah, I don't know. We'll think about that. Okay, so let's go slap this battery into the ship so we have a crafting station. I'm just gonna grab a little bit of water here because that crackling noise of the fire annoys me. It reminds me of my microphone problems. Wonder if you could put this out. Yeah, there seems to be a lot of fire there, but okay. So, one of the reasons I thought that I could build a motorcycle, there's a tire, and there's a tire on that wheelbarrow, and I found a wheelbarrow tire, and yeah. So, bam, there's the power. Yeah. Some tools in here. We didn't really check it out before. We got fuel for some, you know, for an engine. These milkshake things are great because they're gonna keep us hydrated. We have there's a locker here that we can store some stuff in for the beginning. Microwave, it's kind of like a chest. We got a cactus that's kind of tipped over and a radio, which we're gonna turn on. And finally, something that's important. This is how you recreate your respawn point. When you need to basically respawn after you die, whatever bed you've slept in last is kind of going to be that place. So just a little bit of help, some helpful tips to get you started in the game of Scrap Mechanic. Once again, yeah, you know, like the Northside Game Crew, we play survival games, and today we're, you know, giving a run through Scrap Mechanic. This is a series I'm probably going to move forward with just to show people and play. It's fun, the animations are fun, and it's kind of annoying over there, the fire sound. The animations are fun, you know, it's visually appealing, which is nice, and you know, I kind of like this game, so I think we're gonna have a playthrough of it. If you think that I'm an idiot and this game totally sucks and I shouldn't waste my time, please leave a comment below. Hit the like button if you did like what we got going on, and yeah, give us a subscribe if you want to see future episodes of Scrap Mechanic, Scum, any of the other survival games we play on Northside Game Crew. And with that being said, I hope everybody has a fantastic day. I'm out.